Vivek sir, you are going to
Yes.
choose like a September month?
Yes.
Okay, if so, then let's move with it. I think you are choosing September. Okay, September. Out of these 4 weeks, which days are you going to choose? Like 2, 9, 16, 23, 30?
What about 23?
23. Okay, that's
Yes.
awesome. That's good anyway. All right. So let's take a decent budget that is 10,000 USD and let's this fix. Let's take 250 days data and the type of chart will be the standard chart. Period will choose like a 15-minute. All right. So let's go to the simulations. Okay. Anyway, this is the MT5 simulations where we are going to simulate right now.
So
Okay.
accuracy rate kati huncha ni यसको? Sorry, I just.
So you are going to ask us the accuracy ratio.
Yes, yes, I'm just want to
So the
ask the
first thing
accuracy
is
rate.
the data is absolutely as it is on live.
Okay.
Okay. There is no problem at all, is it?
Yes.
And the second one is it is a tool to practice the past data and in order to build our confidence.
Okay.
So it's all about the past historical data, and we used to use it to boost our confidence level, to check our trading methodology, to check our level of accuracy. All right. Okay,
Okay.
that's good. So I want to show you something very interesting. So if you look at here, what you can see is there were altogether 4 sessions. All right. So the first one is the Sydney session, which is also called the Australian session. All right. And the second one is the Tokyo session. These two are the Asian sessions. So Tokyo sessions, and out of these 2 sessions, there isn't enough volumes. That's why we used to avoid these 2 sessions. That is Sydney sessions and Tokyo session. All right. So normally gold market runs 24 hours, 5 days a week. And the per day transactions will be like 7.5 trillion average volume per day. So that's awesome. All right. So we have altogether 2 sessions at the initial. So the one is the Sydney and the another one is the Tokyo. So we used to avoid the Asian sessions because there is not much transaction in between this session. So
How-
we are prone to execute our trade on London and New York. So out of these last 2 sessions, that is London and New York has a high amount of volatility and volume because there were a lot of tweets coming from the Donald Trump as well. And most of the peoples will execute the trade, which creates a volatility, means up and down. There is not a decent candle closing on this New York session. So we used to avoid these sessions as well. If you look at here, this is the red bar. These all the time are the New York session. All right. And the next one is the London, which is our preferable time frame. European session is also called the London session. So European are decent and they used to trade on the basis of logics. And most of the time, our psychology, our analysis will work on London session. So the favorite session is our London session. So if you look at here, this is a green, isn't it? Green
Yes.
bar is a London session. So
Okay,
out of 20,
I just
yeah,
wanted to know that why the Sydney is on Asian. So it is on Australia and how it is included on
yeah.
Asian. Yes.
Okay. So if you look at here, Sydney and Tokyo started from the same time frame, isn't it?
Yes.
Started from the zero, means started from the same time frame. So in the context of Nepal, it will begin from like a 1.15 a.m. One,
Okay, it is of
yeah,
the time zone.
yeah. So both the sessions will begin from 1.15 p.m. at the midnight. Okay.
Okay.
And it will continue to the like 10 a.m. It will continue up to 10 a.m. in the context of Nepal time. And
Okay.
London sessions will begin from 11:45 p.m. to 4:45 p.m. It's a noon time, is it?
Hmm.
And the
Okay.
New York sessions will begin from 5:45 p.m. to 10:45 p.m. So that's a New York session. So at night, there will be a lot of volume. And after New York sessions, we'll begin again from Sydney and Tokyo session. So we used to avoid this Sydney and Tokyo session because there isn't enough volume in between these sessions. That's why we used to focus only on London sessions, which is started from like 11:45 p.m. in the context of Nepal up to 4:45, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours. We used to only focus 5 hours
Excuse me,
out
sir.
of 24 hours because
Excuse me,
naturally we
sir.
cannot focus all the time. We cannot
Hello,
trade
sir.
all the 24 hours. All right. Okay.
Sir, it's it's 11 a.m. or p.m., sir.
It's 11 a.m. at the daytime.
Okay,
It's
sir. Thank you.
11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's a noon time. Is it? Okay. I think you got my point. And 1 a.m. to 10 a.m. it's a Tokyo and Sydney sessions, which has a less amount of volume. That's why we used to avoid these sessions as there is not enough volume. And the decent volume will come up to London sessions. All right. So we used to focus only on London sessions, not New York sessions, because there is a lot of news on New York sessions, which creates scandal, some sorts of a volatility, and it creates a higher risk so that our propensity to win on New York sessions will be down. That's why we used to only focus on London session, which is started from like 11:45 a.m. to 4:45 p.m. It's a 5 hour time. It's just like the Nepsi open hour time. All right. So okay,
Okay,
that's it. Yeah,
London is a European session is about from 11 a.m. to 4:45, right?
4:45 exactly noon time at the
Mm,
daytime in the context of Nepal. All right.
yes. Okay.
Okay. So I think you guys understood the overall thing. So I'm not going to show you the all those news sessions which is already been scheduled like 2 months, 3 months. So that's all right. So we are only focusing on one sessions, that is London sessions, and we used to do some sorts of simulations on the basis of these rules. All right. So we used to take only 1 or 2 trades a day, and we have a decent amount of capital as well, like 10,000 USD. And let's begin. All right.
Sir,
So
sir, before we start, just this simulation does carries the news or some sort many sorts of just the news affection. I must say this. What do I say? How do I say this?
exactly, I
Uh,
got you.
okay,
Exactly. All the news, these simulations, it's just as the live chart. All right. But
okay,
we cannot earn money because it's already been passed. So it's all about the real charts, and the data are just recorded as it is on live. All right. Got it? So all the
yes,
news content, this simulation contains the news, opening gaps, and all those things. All right. Okay. So let's go through the beginning. All right. So the pre-London sessions will begin from, I think if you see here 5, then it's the beginning of pre-London sessions. All right. It's a 2 hour. So if you look at here, this is the green bar are the London Open. And before London Open, there will be the 2 hours time, which is called pre-London. So it's a high volume time as well. So pre-London, London Open, pre-New York, New York Open. So in this way, we can categorize the sessions time frame. All right. So let's go. So I'm going to show you the overall analysis through breakdown through the top down analysis. All right. Okay. So if you look at it here, this is the daily charts. Okay, on daily candle, what you see is this candle open at, like in the context of Nepal, it's been like 1:15 a.m. at a midnight time. So just it opened and breaking all the high of the previous candle means it's a bullish candle on a daily time frame. So it shows that it has a higher probability that it will continue to push up. So that's the first thing. All right. So let's move to the further down time frame, as our bias initial, our prediction and bias was the price should continue to push up. So it's been like 2630. Okay. So let's move to the further down, that is a 4-hour time frame. So if you look at it on 4-hour time frame, what do you see? It has created some sorts of support at this point. Likewise, at the same time, it has created some sorts of a resistance. All right. And the way this candle close was a way too big bullish candle, means it shows that there is a higher volume that it will continue to push up by breaking the high of the previous candle. So it shows the probability that the candle will continue to push up. So for buy, we must need to see the support. For buy, for sell, we must have some sorts of resistance. So we are thinking for buy, and our initial bias was probably thinking that it will continue to push up, and so we are thinking for the buy. That's why our initial bias was buy, and we are looking for some sorts of support on a lower time frame, that so that we can execute our trade. So let's move to the further down time frame, that is 1 hour. So 1 hour time frame, you can see that this candle has already been, okay, annotations. So if you look at here, this candle created a support, the another candle continue to push up, the another candle continue to push up, and the another candle will continue to push up. Means there were altogether 4 candles already been moved up. Means what's the probability that the next candle will continue to push up? It's going to be very, very low. All right, it's going to be very, very low. That's why, and if you see here, the way this candle closing is showing that it has a less amount of volume, meaning it has a higher volume, but the way this candle close like a small body means it has a lower volume. Lower volume on upper side, means what's the probability that it will trying to retrace the low and creating some sorts of a higher low? The probability will be a higher. That's why what we can expect is we are waiting for some sorts of a support has to be formed on a lower time frame, so that we can execute the trade on buy. All right. Okay, let's move to the 30-minute, which is our execution candle. So our favorite time frame was 30-minute candle. So we used to focus only on 30-minute candle. So we at first we have to create bias up or down. For that, we used to use daily and 4-hour. For our execution, we used to see 30-minute. Higher the time frame, higher will be the confirmations. Lower the time frame, low will be the confirmation. That's why we used to be in a moderate, that is 30-minute candle, which has a higher confirmations for price to push up or down. Okay. So if you look at here, this candle has created a fresh resistance at this point, which is called, okay, let me level it a little bit decent. This is a resistance, and at the same time, this candle has created a some sorts of a support at this point. And if you look at here, if this candle broke and closed below this support, there will be a clean range to the left, which is all about like how many pips? 104 pips. So I have taught you yesterday that 100 pips means $10 move, 10 pips means $1 move, 30 pips means $3 move, 50 pips means $5 move. All right. So it's a decent amount of downswings, which is all about like 100 pips means $10 move. So we are expecting the candle to break and close below this support for sell, or break and close above this resistance for buy. Otherwise, in between this range, between this range, there is no trade at all. So let's wait. All right. Let me make it a little bit faster. Okay. And you can see here exactly the way candle moving on a live is exactly same as the candle moving on a simulation MT5 software. Okay, it's moving up, no problem, because we are in the no trade zone in between this range. If this candle break and close below this support, we are thinking for a sell. If this candle break and close above this resistance, we probably might think for a buy. Otherwise, we'll just wait and see. Sit back like this and wait and see. So let's see. Okay, the way this candle close was a small body, means there is no volume. It's a sideways, it's a consolidations, it's being just like a choppy market. So we are still waiting for a candle to break and close. So if you look at here, this is the first 5 minutes has been, 10 minutes has been gone. and still we are not going for sell because it's a first 15-minute candle is about to close. So let's look on a 15-minute time frame. What we can see is 15-minute candle break is trying to break. So let's see whether this candle sustains by breaking the low or not. Okay, it is retracing back. See, it is retracing back to the zone. So we are not going for sell. We are still waiting for the 30-minute candle to close. If this candle close like a small body, means there is no volume on downside. That's why we should have to be wait for that. For sell, it has to break and close below this support. Okay, it's going down, no problem, no issue at all. It's about to close. 30-minute candle is about to close like 10 minutes. If you look at it, 521, 522. Okay, let's wait. Let's get wait. This 30-minute candle is about to close on 5 minutes. 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. So what do you look? This candle again back in the range, closing like a small body, means there is a low amount of volume. That's why still will not get a confirmation. So we are still waiting for good confirmations. So we must have to see that the next candle will continue to push down and break and close below this support. Otherwise, we will not go for sell. Okay, it's moving down, no problem. No problem at all. It's moving down, no problem. Looking at 1 hour, it's just moving like a volatile candle. Looking at 30-minute, which is our execution candle, we are not looking what we want to look. So we are just waiting at this point of time. If this candle break and close above this resistance, then we'll go for buy. So let me look at on our left hand side as well. So if you go up, so is there a clean range to the left or not? I think it's all-time high. It's all-time high on gold. We have no reference point on a left hand traffic. Okay, that's why we are waiting for a good confirmations. It's an all-time high now. So let's see. And we are about to reach on our London open sessions, which has high volume. If you look at here, this green bar, if we reach to this point, we'll see a high amount of volume. So we are expecting a good, decent move. Okay, no problem. It's moving up. If this candle break and close above this resistance, will be the good buy. Otherwise, we'll just wait and see. Okay, let me see on a 15-minute candle. If you look at here, the 15-minute candle is not break and close above this resistance 8, means I should have to wait for a 30-minute candle to close. No worry, no hurry to enter the positions. Okay, I should have to be looking at this candle, must break and close above this resistance for buy. The candle is about to close within 12 minutes. If you look at here, it's already been 48 minutes. If 6, then this candle will gonna close. Let's see whether this candle is able to break and close above this resistance or not. If it's going to be buy scenario for us. It's about to close like in 9 minutes. Okay, it retraces back in the zone, no problem. Okay, again, it is closing like a volatile candle. So we have to be waited for a good confirmations.
So I just wanted to know this. It doesn't count the week or anything, any sorts of with the.
Yeah, it counted the week as well. So if you look at here, this is the weak rejections from this resistance, means there is a some sorts of a seller that exists at this resistance level. And if you look at here, this kind of reject from this level means there is a buyer who pushes the price up, means at this support level buyer exists, and at this resistance level there will a lot of sellers exist. And in this between range, it was just like a sideways, which is a non-tradable zone. So let me forward this. Okay, let me forward this again. It's in the range. Wow, see, this again rejected from this level, so we are not going for a sell as well. Wow, just wow. So look look at on a 15-minute time frame, what you can see is I think it's a good idea to sell if we do not forward the candle. I think it's good range as well. But looking at on a left hand traffic, still there is a range, but already moved like 1 2 3 4 5 candles, so we are not going for sale. Let's forward this candle. Whoa, okay, what a folly. What a move is this? Anyway, no problem.
Totally a disaster.
It's a disaster. Okay, so I think we are moving to the London Open. So okay, let's analyze the this from this perspective. So let's see how it play out. So if this candle created some sorts of a wicket first and breaking the high of the previous candle, that will be our buy. Otherwise, we'll just wait and see. Let me make it a little bit faster. Okay, here we go. So let's take a buy, one lot. All right, let's take a buy, one lot. Buy will be here, stop loss will be the low of the previous candle, and TP will be somewhere else, and let the run. So let me make it a little bit slower, and let's see what it actually happened. So it's the first 5 minutes, it's moving up, no problem. It's moving up, no problem. Wow, it has to move up. Okay, move. Okay, it's moving up, no problem. Wow, look at this. Okay, let me show you our trading panel as well. So if you look at here, we made around like $73 till this time. So if you look at here, PL 73.70 USD, we got that much since we have a 10,000 account. And at the same time, if this breaking the high of the both the week, means there is no business to come the price back down. If it comes down to our entry point, we'll manage our risk. Otherwise, we'll just let it to go wherever it wants to go. Wow, it's moving up, no problem, no issue at all. It's been like wow, something disaster. Wow. So we made around like 104 USD, and that's okay because it's a high volume time as well. And if you look at here, the overall trend was down and it's moving up, means it's a counter trend trade as well. So we have to be cautious. All right, we have been booked like $116 profit. So what will be the best idea? So let the run. Okay, it's moving up, no problem, no issue at all. Wow. Okay, finally we've been profit like $128. No problem, no problem, no problem, no issue at all. So let's look whether this candle moving up or not. Okay, we've been like 124. What should we do? Okay, let's see. Anyway, so can you mute it a bit? I think it's a counter trend. If comes to our entry point, we should have to manage our risk as well at the same time on a logical perspective. Otherwise, we should have to be wait for candle to close. Okay, it's moving up, no problem. It's moving up, no problem. Okay, this candle closing like a decent candle. It's moving up, no problem. Wow. Whether this candle able to break the high of the previous candle or not. Wow, just wow. So we made around like $151. Okay. Who's calling me? No problem, baby. It's not time to call me. Okay. So we have been profit like already like $151. And what can we do at this time? Shall we book our partial positions or let the run?
I think just hold. You need.
Okay. So we've been like $162. So my heart is beating at this point. So I'm going to close like since it's a counter trend as well, I am going to close like 80% of my positions. 80% of my positions. All right. So I'm going to close my 80% of the profit at this point and bring my stop loss at break even. Now the stop loss was bringing from the break even. If this candle retraces back to my zone, my entry level, then I'll exit. All right. Auto exit means it has a auto stop loss system, risk management system. So now this whole trade becomes a risk-free trade, because if this drop down and hit my entry point, then I will immediately stop out my 20% of the positions. I have already been secured like a 80% position. If you look at it, I have already been profit like $130. I realized the profit 130 USD and let the hell run on 20% of my positions. Okay, got it? Okay, so let's see whether our runner run will continue to move out or not. So if it will run all the way up till this resistance, then we'll get a good profit, no problem. If it retraces back to our entry point, then we'll got to stop out, zero risk trade. So it's basically a risk-free trade. We have been moved already like this much. Okay, that's good anyway. Yeah, already been like 43, 46, 47. Oh, that's good anyway, baby. That's good anyway. Move, push up. Wow, that's great. Okay, so we've been like another $50 profit. So I'm going to close another 80% of these positions as well, since 50%, because it's a counter trend trade. The overall trend was down and we are still buying, thinking that it will retraces like a 50% of these positions as well. So we just manage and let the hell run. All right, so let's see what will it actually do. It's moving up, no problem, no issue at all. So the risk is on our finger. One click, on a millisecond it will execute our order. So that's the innovations, that's the financial freedom, that's the everything that the technology had made us to manage money. Okay, it continues to move up, already been like 29, 39, 29, 30. Okay, that's good anyway, that's good. Okay, it's moving up, no problem, it's moving up, push. Wow, that's great. Now I'm going to close full because it's a counter trend and I don't want to take any risk. I don't think that the next candle will continue to push up. Oh, that's awesome, no problem. Another, wow, bearish. If this candle retraces back, created some sorts of a week, then I will go for a sell. Why? I will teach you. So if you look at here, we are approaching towards the pre-New York sessions as well. It has a high volume. And if you look at here on our statistics, we have been profit like $181. That's awesome. Anyway, 181 USD, we made a profit. That's good. And if this candle created some sorts of a wick and breaking the one low, then we'll go for a sell. Otherwise, we'll just wait and see. All right. So why the logics will be, if you look at here, now it has created some sorts of a resistance at this point by closing a 30-minute candle bearish, means the overall session trend pushing down was valid. And if you look at here, there is a clean range to the right as well, left as well. So if you measure this range, which is all about like how many pips, 55, means $5.5 move. That's great. So it's the first minute, so I should have to wait at least for the first 5 minutes. It's if it move up, no problem, more no problem, and breaking its one low, then I will go for a sell, buy a lower lot size, because we have already been booked like a profit $180. We don't want to lose that profit on a second trade by generating some sorts of a greed. So we just believe in our process, and we are still waited for a candle. So let's see how this candle actually going to close. It's moving up, no problem. If this candle break and close above this resistance, then these will be the another buy for continue to push up, which is all about, if I measure this range, this is a 70 and 80 pips, means $8 move. That's a biggest move as well, big move. Okay, this candle is the 15-minute candle is about to close. Let me see on a 15-minute candle, it's about to close. Looking at on 30-minute candle, it is still trying to pushing up. No problem, it has to break and close above this resistance for continue to push up. Otherwise, we are just waited. Okay, let me forward. Oh, it's back in the range, means there is no meaning to go for buy. See, this candle is not able to break and close above this resistance. That's why we are not going for buy. And if this candle, and if you look at on 30-minute candle, if this candle close like a bearish, then we might think for a sale. Otherwise, okay. See how the candle were rejected from this level.
So how can we call it as a resistance?
Okay, if you look at on a 15-minute time frame, what you can see, you look at some sorts of market structure, is it or not? Having a resistance, having a support, means this whole range will be the no tradable zone. All right, got it? It's just like a choppy market on a 15-minute time frame. So we are not going for buy, neither for sell. Okay, we are just waiting. On 30-minute, it has shown like a rejections, no problem, because we are focusing on 15-minute now. Let me forward the next candle. Oh, that's okay, no problem. Oh, just a garbage, and we are not interested to take a trade in this garbage. So looking at on 30-minute, it's just like a garbage candle print side by side, means it's a sideways. And if you look at here, this is a New York sessions, some news will trying to come. Okay, look at here how the New York sessions actually leads the price. It's trying to moving up. No, okay, we don't know what will going to happen. So let's move to the next day. If you look at here, we are trade panel. Okay, that's awesome. We are Monday, so we are moving towards the Tuesday, because we just want to focus only 1 or 2 trades a day. So this is our discipline, this is our personal rules. So let's do the next day, because we are not able to trade on a 24-hour. We just focus on a 5-hour, that is London sessions. So let me delete all. Okay, let's move towards the next day. For next day, the analysis will be the same, looking at daily time frame. So on looking at daily time frame, what you can see is on a Asian sessions, it has pushes up all the way up, breaking the high of the previous candle as well. And we are thinking that it will continue to push up. So our bias, initial bias, our anticipations, our possible move prediction was it will trying to push up. So we are thinking for again a buy. So for buy, we must have some sorts of a support on a lower time frame. Otherwise, we'll not go for buy. So let's shift to the lower time frame, that is 4-hour time frame. So if you look at your 4-hour time frame, it has created some sorts of a resistance at this point, break out this resistance, break and close above this resistance. The next 4-hour candle open, created a some sorts of a weak, and breaking the high of the previous candle means it has higher probability that it will continue to push up. So looking at on 1 hour, same case, we have to adjust our charts as well on the basis of time frame. If you look at here, this has created some sorts of a resistance at this point. This candle break and close above this resistance. This is a decent candle close above this resistance means, and at the same time, if you look at here, this candle has no weak at top, means there is a 50% probability. Either the next candle will continue to push up or push down. So there is a 50% probability. So what we are going to do is we are finding some sorts of a support. If this candle retraces back, creating some sorts of support on 30-minute time frame, then we'll go probably for executions. Okay, this candle has created some sorts of resistance, and this candle break and close above this resistance, having no weak at top, means it has shows a 50% probability. It's an uncertain candle, as this candle has no range. All right. So what we can do is we will wait for candle to create some sorts of wick, then breaking the high, or the next candle will create a bearish candle, then bullish, then we'll go for buy. Otherwise, we'll just wait. Let's see how this candle close. Right? Okay. So this candle is trying to push down, no problem. It has creating some sorts of wick, no issue, and it's just like a first 2 minute. Okay, it's trying to breaking the high of the previous candle as well. Okay, it's the first 4 minutes. We're still waiting because at first 5 minutes we are not prone to execute our trade. So we must have to develop some sorts of a patience, and this candle closes like a bearish, and the next bullish, that will be the awesome, no problem. So on 30 minutes, it has created a resistance at this point. Let's see how do this candle close. If this candle close bearish, we are not going for sale because our initial bias was up buy. That's why we are waited for some sorts of support has to be formed. Okay, this candle way big rejections. If you measure this range, it's a way too big stop loss as well, like 17. Okay, that's a decent stop loss anyway. So let's see how this candle close. It's a first 15-minute candle. Looking at on 15 minute, it is trying to push up, no problem. It's about to close within 2 minutes. 15-minute candle. Looking at 15-minute candle is about to close within a 2 minutes, and it's close. Having a small body bullish candle means it has a lower probability. Okay, let's see. Wow, this candle closed like a bearish. Having a small body means there is a 50% probability, and we don't know the volume to push price up is going to be down, means it has a lower probability the next candle will continue to push up. So we are waited for a good support to be formed. Wow, this is a bearish candle, devastating candle on a 30-minute time frame. My God, it has moved all the way down, like how many pips? Like a 134 pips. So now we are waiting for some sorts of a support. If this candle created this resistance, means if this structures will going to create some sorts of a sideways market structures, then if this candle closes bullish, then we'll go for buy. Otherwise, we'll just wait and see. See, next candle close like this type of bullish, but we are not interested for buy because the rejections of this candle is way too big. If I measure this range, which is all about like 28 pips, so I'm not interested to take the buy. As you look on 15 minute, it's a bearish candle. If this candle close like a bullish, then probably we'll think for a buy. Otherwise, we'll just wait and see. Let me make it a little bit faster. Okay, it's pushing up, no problem. It's pushing up. Okay, so if this candle close bearish, can I think for a sell? No, because there is a support at this level, and if I measure this range, which is all about like 36 pips, which is a not big enough range. So still I'm thinking for buy if this candle close bearish, and then another one is the bullish, then I'll think for buy. So let's see. Oh, this candle closed like a bullish, and at the same time, let me see on a 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame created a support having a decent bullish candle, and it's trying to grab some sorts of liquidity. And if this break the high of the previous candle, then I will think for buy. Looking at 30 minute it is decent candle. So it's about to close within a 15 minutes, within a 3 minutes. So let me look on 15-minute time frame. Okay, 15-minute candle having a small bearish. Looking at on a 30-minute time frame. There is chances that it will continue to push up, but if I measure this range, how much? This is all about like 32. So I'm going to lower my lot size. It's a way big. So initially we are not going for more than 25 pips stop loss. So I'm going to lower my lot size to 0.5. Then we'll go for buy because we are not confident that much. And we are putting our stop loss at the low of the previous candle. All right, and TP will be somewhere else, take profit. So later on, and it's a 17 minutes already been done. Oh no, it's retracing back. See, it retracing back. Okay, finally breaking up, broke up, broke up. Oh, okay, so initially it was broke the high of the previous both week, and if I show you, we have been down like $40. So what we can do, so looking at on lower time frame, that is 15-minute time frame, what you can see is this candle moved up, rejected, so no problem. Let's see on a 30-minute, still wait for some minutes because the 15-minute candle is about to close. Okay, it's about to hit our stop loss as well. Oh no, this 30-minute candle, see, close like a bearish candle. So I am going to close 50% of my positions because I don't want to lose as I want to lose. I want to lose as I intended to. I want to lose less than as I intended to lose. I just manage my risk. Okay, just eat my stop loss. Let's see. Okay, if this break the high of the previous candle, then probably I'll think for a buy. Moving up, no problem. So I'm going to stop it, and looking at on 15-minute time frame, it's a decent bullish candle. So let me see how this candle close. Okay, 15-minute candle is about to close. It's just like a garbage at this point. It's just like garbage at this point. It is trying to create resistance, and whenever there is a high amount of sideways, means there will be a higher move on a future as well. So let's wait. Let's gotta wait. We are not. Oh, 15-minute candle. Looking at on a 15-minute candle. Look at this. How this candle close, having no wicket top, And this candle is trying to create some sorts of a wick first, grabbing some sorts of liquidity so that it will continue to push up. Let's see how do this candle close. All right, on a 30-minute time frame, 30-minute candle is about to close within a first 4 minutes. 3, 2, 1. Okay, this candle closed like a decent bullish candle, but I should have to be look at it as well. How the next candle, look at here, how the candles will print side by side. It's a choppy market. Okay, let's go for a buy. Let's go for a buy with a full lot. Let's see how do this play out. It's the first 5 minutes has been gone already, so let's take a buy. Let's take a buy, putting our stop loss below the previous candle like this, and TP will be somewhere else. Let's see how do this candle play out. Wow, just wow. There is a huge rejections on the left as well, but we believe on volume and hoping that it will continue to push up without breaking our stop loss. I think that will be our preferable. Oh my God, what's going on? It just countered. Okay, so I'm going to close 80% of my positions because I don't like the way candle move into my directions. Let's see, this is just like a choppy market. We have to see whether this candle, okay, back in the range, see, back in the range, I'm going to add my positions. I am going to add my positions with 1.5. Let's see how do this play out. Okay. Does the another trade execute or not? No. I think the next trade was not executed yet. Okay, no problem. Look how the candles were printed side by side. Okay, let me add this trade for buy. All right, so I'm going to put my stop loss at this label and TP will be somewhere else. Thinking that the next move will continue to push up. Okay, so let's see, because there is a huge amount of sideways, means it has content a lot of volume, and there is a higher probability that the next candle will continue to push up or down with a high volume. That's why I am expecting that, and later on. Oh no, this candle is being up, down, up, down, up, down, having no volume at all. Means it has to be, I think. Okay, what should I do? This range contains a lot of volume, as I expect that the next candle will continue to push up, but it does not looks like that, just being print like a side by side. Oh, see how the candle is moving up, and we have been like profit of $100, no problem, and we are thinking that the next move will going to be big, because this candle printed side by side, this candle contains a lot of volume, this candle contains a lot of volume, this one, this one, this one, and finally this one. So let's see how do this play out. If not, then we'll manage our risk at the same proportion. It's trying to move up. No problem, baby. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, that's great. Anyway, we are been like $150 profit. See? So let the hell run. See. Okay, let's see how do this play out. This is all about like within 1 minute it's going to be closed. Oh no, this is about to close and we've been already been like a $250 profit. And I know the next candle will contains a lot of volume because these all the sideways, these all the phases of accumulations contains a lot of volume, so that I can expect that the next candle will continue to push up. Let's see how do this play out. Oh no, oh my god, wow, we have been profit like a $300. So what should I do? What will be the best scenario at this point? Should I close my 80% of the positions or let the run? What
Let
would
it
you
run.
suggest me?
I think
Let it run. Let it run.
Let the run, because we are expecting a lot of volume on the next candle. And at the same time, guys, to be honest, I will say, if you look at here, this candle has no wicket up, means there is a 50% probability as well at the same hand. So we should have to be cautious as well. If this candle trying to break its one low, then I'm going to close. Wow, that's great, awesome. So we have been profit like how many pips? 343 plus 48. We have been like a 400 profit. So let the run. So this is exactly the time where I'm going to close my 80% of the positions, because I don't want to risk, as we had already been lost on the previous trade. I'm going to close my 50% of the positions, as this also 50%, putting my stop loss, all the break even as well. Now the whole trade becomes the risk-free trade. Now there should not be worry about the losses, as if this candle drop down, then it will just hit our stop loss at break even, no issue at all. So let's see how do this play out. If this continue to push us up till this resistance, well done, it will boost our confidence to the next time. It will have a great lessons for us. Otherwise, we are confident, we had already been secured our profit like on a $300-400, and that's enough for us. Okay, see how the candle is rejecting, no problem, no issue at all, because the overall trade was the risk-free trade for us, and it's the way. So if someone asks you, is there anything that exists like a risk-free, then you have to tell that if you put our stop loss at break even, then the overall trade will become a risk-free trade, zero risk trade. So that's happened, all right. So okay, this moving up, no problem, moving up, come up. Okay, so I'm going to close another 50% of the positions, as I don't want to lose more. Okay, another 50% of the positions for these positions as well. I'm going to close another 50% and let the hell run. So let's see, it's moving up, no problem, it's moving up, pushing down, because it's a risk-free trade. We don't have to be worried. If it's hits our TP as well, then it's awesome. Otherwise, we don't need to be worried. Okay, if this candle break its one low, then I'm going to close full positions. Okay, now this is the time to close full. Okay, let's see for a first 5 minutes, no problem. Okay, it's moving up, no problem. Okay, it's moving up. Oh, no problem. It is trying to give us a huge amount of money. Okay, it's moving up, no problem. So I'm going to close another 50%. So I'm going to close another 50%, another 50%. No. All right, so let the run. Close this one and let the run. Full. If this break is one low, then I will close another remaining position as well. Wow, this is the bearish candle, so there should not be meaning to be in trade. So I'm going to close everything. So let's see how much money that we printed on these simulation sessions. All right. So let's see on our statistics. We have been up like already been like a 402 USD profit on a 10,000 account. On our 10,000 account, it's all about like a 5% on a 2 days, like Monday and Tuesday. On 2 days, we have been on like a 5%. That's a way big amount. If we execute the trade simultaneously to the week, then we might earn like 12%, and 12 into 4, 48%, or let's say 40% on a week, sorry, month. If we earn 40% on a month, then we'll earn like a 480% on a year. That's all about like a 5 times in a year. That's awesome anyway. That's a good calculation as well. If we make 5 times a year, then there will not take much time to be a millionaire. All right. So that's the first thing. First comes out. Okay. So let's see our statistics as well. So we have executed profit trades all together, like a partial position as well. We have a profit trade 11 out of 12 or out of 14. So loss trade only 3, means we have accuracy more than like a accuracy more than like a 80 to 85% of the positions are accurate, and we made a money. And we have also drawn down like a largest loss trade was $152 minus, and the gross loss was total loss was $306, and the net profit was $402. And if you look at my graph, wow, just wow, graph looks like so much volatile. At initial, we are been in a profit, and then declined and reaches to the drawdown as well, and continue to push up like this. So that's a good. So history. So if you look at here, this is all the trading journals that we have been taken trade into this today. History, that's great, awesome. So I think that's a great positions as well with a logical analysis. So see, if the higher the range is, there will be the higher positions will be the next move. There will be a high probability that the next move will continue to push up. So it's all depend upon the fact that sideways market structures also determines the moves to the next. All right, so this much for today on a simulation session. I want to stop it now.